everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Crypto City. I have a bunch of people coming on tonight for us to catch up from what they're doing now from the last time they came on as individual guests on this show. In addition to that, I just want to take a moment to thank our team and our sponsors for being part of our success. This is episode 115, which is pretty exciting. We are hoping that we can get in season 8 and 9 next year to end at 150 episodes, which would be really exciting. So I thank all of you for being along on this journey with us and watching all the things that we've seen grow. We've started out with, hey, you know what? AI is so cool and it's going to be the thing of the future too. This is part of our everyday life and we don't even think twice about it. Crypto, we've seen it, be down here with people starting to get interested in not knowing what it is, to crypto Bitcoin going over 100,000 and everybody being, ecstatic about it. We've seen a lot of growth in VR, AR, MR. We've seen everything XR grow forward. And so this is exciting times. And, we are going to talk to some people that have been here before, see what they're doing now. And again, if any of you know people who you think would be a good fit to come on the show, please hit me up because we are already starting to book season 8. I have about 3 people already scheduled for January. So definitely looking to fill slots and get people on. One thing I did want to mention is that for those of you who've heard me talk in here about that I invest in ETFs, which run concurrently with cryptocurrency, I've been very careful on what I'm following, what I'm investing in, but the financial advisors historically have only been able to allow you to buy stocks and ETFs. You can't buy cryptocurrency through them. There's some movement in that, and that might be changing. However, last week I went to purchase some more ETF stock, and my financial advisor said it got flagged and they would not allow any purchasing of ETFs because Bitcoin has been doing so good and Ethereum's been doing so good that they're worried with everything that's leveraging. We had Mr. Arroyo on a couple of weeks ago and he talked about leveraged investments. They're actually putting a stoppage on the financial advisors allowing that because you can lose, such a significant amount if it goes down. Even if I already have some that I've already purchased, they wouldn't allow me to add more onto it. So for those of you who are, dabbling in that, or if you're heavily invested in it, pay attention because as things are moving forward, some things are pulling back. So if you want to know more about that, you should reach out to Mr. Arroyo. You can reach out to me and I can connect you with him, or you can, do your own research and find out more information on it. But at this point, I am going to invite our guests out onto the stage so that we can get going with the show. So everyone, please help me welcome to the stage Koan Kenpachi, IceCold, Staxx, and Skyy. Koan and Staxx, come on out and join us. There we go. Hey, Koan.
Hello.
Grab a seat. And Staxx, welcome. Grab a seat. Thank you all for coming back on here so that we can kind of catch up with what you've all been doing in, the last few months to see, how things have progressed. We are going to start with Koan. You've been doing, you've been in the Metaverse for quite a time. And
yeah, I've been in here for
you're
quite
doing
a minute.
A lot, both yourself and, with teams in here collaborating and doing different projects, not just with your music, but like in general. So the most notably right now, you're doing that hip hop joint, which I get to be part of, which is so much fun.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about how that is.
That's like my favorite thing right now. That hip hop joint is dope, y'all, because it's just like, it's laid back. It's chilling every Friday at 4:20. You know what I'm saying? Me and City, we get in the studio, we play some dope music for y'all. We lay back, we have chill, crazy conversation, and it's just a good time. You know what I'm saying? And we utilize the metaverse to bring people together, you know what I'm saying, using music and good vibes and love. And that's the latest thing I've been on. And thank you, you know what I'm saying, for making a lot of that happen. And we got to start doing that through DJ Marcus J, with Block Party Radio, because one day we just had this crazy idea to do a radio show, right? And like literally it was just, we was on another project and I was like, you know what I always wanted to do, like have a fucking radio show. So it's thanks to City and DJ Marcus, we made it happen, and that just kind of progressed.
Blue is a huge
let me
part
tell
of
you
what
something.
we're doing.
Blue. That's right, baby.
So what you guys don't know, if you haven't seen the show, is that if you ever remember a show called Home Improvement, and there was a guy over the fence that like would peek over and you'd hear his voice, but you never actually saw. That is what Blue is on the show. You hear her voice from backstage, but you never see her face. She doesn't want to come out on the stage, but she's hilarious and chimes in the background all the time. So it's pretty funny, but she's also running the camera system and she's doing a bunch of other stuff for the show as well. But her interactive part is quite humorous because
it's dope. It's a good show. So if y'all ain't checking it out, check it out. It's fly. We got some of like the Metaverse finest, and we got some of other weird universe people to come into the show. We've had Nintendo on the show. We've had the Muppets. We had Sesame Street on the show. We had a bunch of people. Fun. Shout out to my homie Cosmic Kai. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ganja Gang. You know what I'm saying? Tinkerbell.
Yep. And so, I mean, that's been a huge thing that you've been working on for the last year, but you've also done a few other things. You've got a residency over at Ice House Casino with Staxx.
Shout out to IceCold. Shout out to IceCold Staxx with that. Yeah. Reached out, you know what I'm saying? She was like, yo, let me get you over here on the residency at the hotel. And that's been dope. I like to go over and, spit some rhymes, bring some songs. It's been dope.
That's actually a lot of fun for those of you who haven't been over there. I mean, I think everybody's been to the casino part of it, but the music residency is fun. There's a bunch of people in the Metaverse community that we have here that have residency over there. We've got Cosmic Kai, who's our fam. He's over there. You're over there. Kadira. There's a bunch of people. So it's actually really, it's a wonderful venue that Staxx has put together to try and,
the new
help
Jerry
showcase.
Springer show from there. The new Jerry Springer show is at Ice House Casino. Yeah.
Nice. So, and then you've also done a few other things, including being part of Horizon Chaos over in Horizon Worlds with Gala Giant, who's actually been on the show a couple times as well. And in addition to that, you've done some charity concerts. And for me personally, you've been part of my nonprofit Kyle's Legacy. You were one of the entertainers there, and you've done a few other concerts here in the Metaverse as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we did like the Superdome opening, when the Little C's got his avatar. I've done quite a few things. Like I've been in here for a number of years, so it's been like summer jams and it's been like award shows and that I've done in different platforms in the Metaverse. So it's been a real dope opportunity. Yeah, New Year's Eve ball drops. It's been a really good way to spread my brand and spread the music to people and meet a whole bunch of people, that you develop relationships with. Like I met some of the best people in my life in the Metaverse,
I love that.
So, and it's been a really, really great time. So you get to spread your music and spread love and meet good people and interact with good people. All in all, the Metaverse has been like great. It's been great for me. So, it's pretty dope. I'm looking forward to, doing bigger and better things moving forward, because it's a lot of fun. And at this time of life, that's just what I'm about. I'm going to just do what I feel. I'm going to just have fun, because why not?
Definitely exciting. Absolutely.
Why not?
So, actually, Ty, come join us on the stage.
Meanwhile, though, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that hip hop joint has been fun. It's a fun thing I've been doing in the Metaverse, like, and we have a ton of fun on that show. and we just changed the format. So we went from being just a primarily audio radio show that you can, sort of watch on YouTube to having a whole different sort of format where we actually play videos and we sort of commentate through the videos, and it's a fun time. It's a good time. So it's great to lay back on a Friday after you had a long week, and you crack open the cold and, you know what I'm saying, roll it up or pour it up and just enjoy yourself with some good music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've had a blast working on it with you. So thank you for, wanting to do the project and, partnering up. And it's great because I, started out with just being on the production end of it and occasionally co-hosting to now actually being the full-time co-host with you. So I'm enjoying that as well.
Yep. And Chaos show's been great too. Chaos has been good. Like we get to go on stage and do some improv comedy. I'm by no stretch a comedian, but I could be just as silly as the next one. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gap the Giant and the Chaos show, which is always fun. It's actually tonight. If y'all ain't doing nothing, swing by Horizon Chaos show, because it be some like real funny chaos. You know what I'm saying? Of chaos.
All right. So now we have Staxx. So we talked about Ice House Casino and Lounge. Tell us a little bit about, what's been going on over there. And we're also going to talk about BYOB events, which you actually are doing with Skyy.
Yeah. So currently for the casino, I'm having an issue with the bots. So anyone that needs access to a bot to perform, they're not able to perform at this time. However, if you're doing everything live, you're still able to perform. You're only on pause for a moment because the casino is still being built in VR chat. So anyone that has residencies over there, if you want to transfer your residency to VR chat, we are all for it. You're more than welcome to. And that it shouldn't be an issue in VR chat, as you all know.
Exciting.
And yeah. BYOB events. Oh, man. So I am co-owner BYB events with Skyy the DJ. We just basically do different types of events to bring different experiences in VR chat. I think we did Friday Night Vibes and Decked in Lies last month, which were really good. We're going to run both of them back this month. So if you didn't get a chance to catch it, you'll be able to catch it this month.
You've done quite a few events. You did like the Love Boat one, which was pretty cool. And you do a lot with the Level Up Gaming. So tell us a little bit about the gaming piece, because that actually brings a lot of the community on a different level, because instead of just socializing and having that kind of an event, they're actually playing games and streaming it, which is kind of a different audience.
Yeah, that one. It's actually Ty's baby that he brought me in on, so I will let him tell you about that one.
Okay.
All right, so we're talking about Level Up?
Yes.
So Level Up is, there's so many dope, gaming showcases and tournaments out there, IRL, and, and it brings together so many dope gamers. But the thing is, like, you literally have to travel physically to all these places to, to engage with that. Like, so having it here in the metaverse where we can utilize technology and, just the future leaning forward stuff, like you could bring all these gamers together that normally would be doing their thing in their own houses, in their home rooms, bring them all together in one gaming event. And then, you can come and watch their streams. But what happens is when you go into their gaming lounge, when they're gaming, you're actually now a part of their actual stream. Whatever interaction, if you're talking to them, they're talking back to you. You're actually a part of their actual stream. So it's real dope to bring games together, whether it's just showcases or themed events like the Halloween. Everybody was playing horror games. Tink was up in there doing her thing. And, it's just really a dope vibe. Like, not only do you have the gamers playing music, but I'm also DJing live. And then even if you're not an actual gamer streaming, there's group games happening in the world. So everybody can be a part of it and do something.
So I've gone to several of these, and like for example, the other night when Tink was playing, she was actually playing a game where the people watching her got to make choices and kind of contribute to the decisions she makes in the game moving forward. So there's all different types of games that are being played, whether it's Resident Evil or some of the other whether it's Zero Caliber, Pop One, whatever it is that people are playing. You're watching it, but it's kind of like sitting around with your friends in the living room playing a video game, and hanging out. But it's at night, it's in here, everybody's having a few cocktails, enjoying themselves. And at the same time, a lot of times you're spinning at the same time. Mm-hmm. So we have great music going on in the background. There's a lot of community feel. It's a great event. And so as far as DJing still here in the Metaverse, you're still doing that for your own events. Mm-hmm. And, like the Halloween house party the other night and stuff like that. Are you still DJing, at some of the other events, maybe Skyy Song or other places still?
Yeah, so I'm still a resident DJ in various places. So whether it's Skyy Song, the sampler. Now the sampler is huge. I think they made an announcement. I think everybody knows that the sampler now has its own VR app. And I don't know if everybody understands what that really means. Like, just when you come in here, log into VR chat, and when you log into VR Horizons, you go and log into the sampler, and it's its own platform, and you walk around and it's super dope. It looks good. It's smooth and everything. So I look forward to be able to be part of, the next one of that. Like Skyy Song, Culture Check, in Billionaires Club, and I was doing, the latest iteration of Club Premiere. Mm-hmm. Club Premiere is one of the longest running clubs, stated all the way from alt space. So I get to pick up that. Originally it was spun by the amazing Blade Relic. So I was definitely felt pleased to be able to spin on this iteration and this version of it. So it's just a lot of good stuff, and always birthday parties and just special events and holiday parties. I'm always available for to reach out and if somebody wants to book an event.
Absolutely. And you've actually been one of our, DJs of choice since back in the alt space days. So like for those of us who have known you since that long, and speaking of which, DJ Marcus, you're so funny. We got a picture of you and DJ Marcus in real life up there on the screen, which is
the crazy thing.
Great.
Nobody can realize. Nobody knew which one is Marcus and which one is me.
That's so funny. They're like brothers from another mother.
We're brothers. Can I get a high five?
You guys go to the same barber. It's really cool.
We're mixing all the records and they're colored.
So funny. But so let me ask you guys, we're gonna go through back again real quick, but I'm gonna start on this end and run down, what for the future. I mean, you're gonna continue with BYOB and the level up gaming. Do you have anything else that you see that you would love to embark on here in the metaverse?
Definitely getting back into the film and directing part of the things. Got so much positive feedback from some of the other projects like Sunset and Juice 3000 and everything. So definitely getting back into that space.
Nice.
More world building. Like the dope thing about a lot of the events that we do together with BYOB, like it actually gets me practicing, because a lot of the worlds that we have events in are worlds that either I built or mostly kind of like edited or customized and things like that. So that every time I do a new world, I learn more and more about world building. So definitely get into that space too. So.
Okay. I love it. I love seeing that you're expanding, back into some of the original stuff you were doing and bringing that love back. How about you, Staxx? Anything on the horizon for you?
I don't like to give spoilers, but
give it.
Look out for February 2026.
Okay. All right. Are we thinking we're doing more over here in VR chat too?
Both. Any platform is it's acceptable to be
Okay.
BYOB.
She invading
I
all
was about to do
spaces.
that.
She's invasive. We're going to call you Wisteria. She's invasive. Too funny.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Nice. How about you, Koan? What do you have
Well,
that you'd like to do in the
I
future?
plan on putting out some new music soon.
Okay.
I plan on working on all the projects we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, like the media, like everything is going to be dope. So we're going to take some new music and have some features with some metaverse artists and, you know, put out some more videos and just keep bringing y'all dope hip hop content, you know what I'm saying, from this camp. So like just stay on the lookout. We all over everything. We all over everything.
You've got some competition for the invasiveness here. So
no competition. All love.
Nah, we grew together. We in this, yeah. We grew on the same bush. You know what I'm talking about?
Still pause.
Well, for any of you who want more information on, you know, say BYOB events, or you want some information on Ice House, if you're a musician and you want to end up, you know, trying to get a residency as it's moving over here into VR chat, or if you haven't watched that hip hop joint yet, which you should definitely be watching because it's hilarious. Spoken from a little bit of shameless self-promotion. Here's our information up here on the slide. As always, the episode will be in Discord and on YouTube. So if you want to capture that information and you don't have a chance to catch it right now, you can track it back down afterwards. And you know, I mean, I love seeing these episodes. It was Blue's idea a couple seasons ago to do the Where Are They Now episodes. And I thought it was kind of great to bring people back and, you know, just see what they're doing at this time. So thank you.
Still high.
Well, okay. Some things don't change.
Still
you know.
smoking.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but people always think that the residencies in the Ice House Casino is only for musicians. It's not just for musicians. I don't have as many comedians or poets walk in as they used to, but it is open to all forms of artistry. If you have a talent that you would like to share with people, you know, hit me on IG, hit me, see me in any of these spaces, let me know.
Yeah, so
all
I'm thinking,
jugglers
you
and
know,
fire breathers, go see
Anadi,
That's what I was about to say.
like
I
all
do
of them.
do a
I wanna
little bit
see
of
them on
meta
the
magic.
stage.
You know what I'm saying? I will pull a meta bunny out of hat. You know what I'm saying? I will. You know what I'm saying? I'll do some meta magic. I'm just saying, just, you know, holla at me.
He can do meta magic. He'll make your paraphernalia disappear. That's what he's going to do.
You ever saw David Blaine? You ever saw David Blaine? You ever saw that? Y'all ever seen that?
Funny.
It ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that. It ain't like David Blaine.
Well,
Chris Angel. You ever seen Chris Angel?
Listen,
not like that either. Not that.
It ain't like Chris. It ain't like Chris Angel.
Listen. Thank you all for coming back on here to get us up to date on what you've been doing. I appreciate you taking time out on your Monday night. I'd like to tell everybody that next week is our season finale. We're going to do a rundown of all the episodes that we've had on the show this season. It's pretty exciting. That's episode 116, which, you know, I was pretty excited when we hit episode 50. And then I was excited when we hit episode 100. And now it's like just every week, it's just mind blowing to me that we are stacking these up like this. It's been great. And I really appreciate all of the community participation, all of you here on the stage and everybody here in the audience who comes every week. And it's just so great to be able to, you know, see what everybody has come in here and done for themselves to do amazing things here in the metaverse. So thank you all. And just a quick moment to say thank you to Blue for all the work that you do. DJ Marcus running the cameras backstage. Loudfire, who's not here tonight, but I want to throw a quick shout out to both Anadi and to Fuchsia for stepping in when Blue was traveling and helping out with the videos and the pictures that we take to make the thank you videos. And our sponsors, so thank you to Tinker Love 1980 from Beauty of Tink, who's doing a lot of things to help people in the community. Second Life Rich, Second Life Rich from Hume AI and Lux VR, Skyy, and we've got Fuchsia again from Virtual Fitness Group, and which is, by the way, if you are working out in VR, you need to be part of this group because it is a lot of fun. You will get a great workout. You will be hurting afterwards, but in a best of ways, and you'll get to laugh at each other at the same time while you do it because you know what? I can't tell you how many times I punched myself in the head while we're in there boxing. It's great. It's so much fun. It's wonderful. So, you know, if you're in here and you want to do big things, meet up with us and find out who you should be connecting with. Boss Leo from the Diamond Resilience is a great networking person, and she's also one of our sponsors, but she's always holding these events to get people collaborated together so that they can try and make their dreams come true. And in addition to that, if you have anyone that you think would be a good candidate to come on next season, please message me, let me know, and we will get them on the show if they're a good fit. So thank you all, and we will see you next week. I appreciate you coming through. Thank you.
All right.
I always give them the Forrest Gump wave.
Well, that's fitting.
Yeah. Bye, y'all.